Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain to you how you can overcome severe social anxiety by practicing social skills over and over and over again, no matter how young or old you are, and that it is never ever too late. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Win. I used to struggle with severe social anxiety, and I used to struggle with looking at people in the eye, and now I dance with random strangers every single week. So building social skills and overcoming social anxiety is similar to building a muscle. So in the beginning, you'll feel like a complete imposter when you show up at the gym. Then you show up again and again and again. You do a couple of light weights, and you do that multiple times a day, and you do it consistently over weeks, months, and years, and you become eventually fit, or you become bodybuilder, and you get the target weight or body that you want. And building social skills is quite similar to that. In the beginning, you're going to feel like a complete imposter. It's going to be very frustrating. You're going to want to give up, and that's okay. Whatever you do, don't give up. You have to keep going no matter what, because at the end of the day, if you're not born into a family of money, if you don't have looks of a model, if you're not a very lucky person, the number one determinant of how far you can go in your life is your communication and your social skills. It's not how smart you are, it's not how strong you are, it's not how much money you can make. But if you can communicate your value, and if you can do it in a socially acceptable way, you'll get whatever you want. So a motto I live by every single day is act as if you belong, and they'll treat you like you do. As a social experiment, I kid you not, I was walking at a park, and then I came across a wedding of complete strangers. I was never invited to the wedding, and I don't know anybody in that wedding. And you know what? I dressed up nice, right? I just came back from an event, and then I walked into the wedding, smiling at everybody I saw, walking as if I belonged there, taking everything in, and I ended up getting a few free drinks and talking to a couple of people, waitresses, servers, so to speak. And nobody, not a single person, questioned my right to be there. If you do anything in life with so much confidence and so much self-belief, there is nothing you can not accomplish. That's how the universe is wired. That's how the universe works. Regardless of whether you think you deserve it or you don't think you deserve it, if you do the right things with full confidence, full backing of yourself, you will get it no matter what. Any skill in the world, if you break them down into tiny, simple parts, everybody can learn anything. So not everyone is born a neurosurgeon, but you can teach majority of the world how to be a surgeon, how to cut people open, how to stitch them up, so on and so forth. You just have to break down the techniques into simple parts that you can follow, that you can do one after another. For example, let's say if you are a receptionist and you are a neurodivergent person, and for all of your life, let's say you don't know how to talk to people, you are an introvert, you're a homebody, and you're forced to become a people person because of the nature of what would you do? Well, this is how we can break down the job of a receptionist into simple steps. When people come in, you greet them, you smile at them, you nod sometimes to make sure they feel heard, and then you do the job. The point is, the difference between you and the most extroverted, the most charismatic, and the most bubbly person that you know in your life is just a series of behaviors. That's it. A series of behaviors that with practice and with consistent practice over time, it becomes unreasonable for you not to succeed, and it becomes unreasonable for you not to get what you want. So going back to my previous point of act as if you belong and they'll treat you like you do. When you're going through your life on a standby mode, on the sidelines, how can you make sure you have the life that you want? You can't. You can't play too passively. If you don't take control of your life, and if you don't take control of the trajectory of where it's heading, you're going to be unfulfilled. You are not going to achieve the things you want. You're not going to get the job, get the girl you want. You're not going to be able to build the business you want. You're not going to be able to make friends with anyone if you just let life control you. If you are just a passive participant, not an active participant. What's an active participant? If you're an active player in this game of life, in this game of social skills, you do not wait for permission. You go out and do things that you want to do. Okay, just the other day, I was at my gym and I was watching a guy doing shoulder presses, right? And he had massive shoulders, like absolute guns, absolute ICBM missiles, right? I'm going to flex in front of the camera. Look, my shoulders aren't that big, right? But as soon as I saw the guy, I just walked up to him and said, "Hey bro, you've got massive shoulders. Can I please get some pointers?" And you know what? He just straight up smiled. And he broke down his workout routine into step by step that I can follow. He told me his diet plan, he told me his workout sets and reps, whether he's cutting or walking and everything. And I tried out one of the exercises he did, and I have never ever felt the pain, the soreness in my shoulders until that day, right? And I've been gymming for a couple of years now. That's what you can get, right? The knowledge. And I wouldn't be able to get it. So sure, I could have just Googled it, but it's different when someone who's been there, done that, is telling you face to face, like a personal trainer. So my point is, if you just look at things as a passive player, right, and then you're not an active player, how else is the universe going to make sure that you get what you want? You can't. You have to take control of the situation, and that's it's hard. It's hard. It's very hard. It took me a lot of tries. It took me a lot of trial and error to get to where I am now. What I really want you to take home is this: it is not your fault. You may have been bullied. You may be neurodivergent. You may have gone through life without anybody teaching you how to act normally in a social scenario, or how to talk normally, how to interact normally with other people. It is not your fault. You just haven't been taught social skills. You just haven't been taught how to talk to someone. You just haven't been taught how to maintain eye contact with someone, what's an appropriate amount of eye contact, how to not be a creep, how to make fun of yourself without being too self-deprecating. You haven't been taught all that. And the good news is that you can learn them and you can improve on them. That's the beauty of it. You see, my social anxiety was really severe. I couldn't look at people in the eye. I couldn't even say, "Excuse me," if I wanted to pass and someone was blocking my way. That's how bad it was. And with practice, with deliberate practice, no matter how painful it was, I'm at a point where I can show up at random socials and grab anyone and dance with whoever I want, make sure that both me and the dance partner are both having a great time. And that wouldn't have been possible if I just decided to let other people make decisions for me, not me making decisions for my life. If you don't make decisions for yourself, somebody else will make decisions for you, which may or may not be what you want.